Gwen, well, you are Gwen.
Yeah.
Right, Gwen. But as I'm making reference to that, I can't remember now what I've said. What have I said to you, sweet? Right, we'll go off that. But you can take me also. Can you understand why my lips keep going blue also, please? Right, thank you. So I'm not getting the oxygen that I require. But at the same time, you can't take me to a lady called Phyllis. Phyllis? No. Would you understand why there's a lady who would have been a cleaner, my love, please?
Yeah.
Right, so will you understand now why when I go back, there would have been a couple of cleaners around that time, and either you've done that job or I feel like I'm working in a school at the same time. Do you understand, please? Where is the lady who works in the school? Right, well, we just ask her the reasons why, because she hadn't come with you, has she? No. Right, so we just ask her the reason why, because the lady here wants me to make reference to the lady who works in the school. So it's your sister, and that's fine. But as I'm talking to you, there is also this fit. I can't swallow and I can't tell you my last words. Do you understand, please? And as I'm saying that, but I feel all the time I have no balance at the same time. Do you understand, please? Because as I'm walking, you're going to have to hold me up because I can't walk in a straight line. And I don't like the fact that everyone's going to have to look after me. You understand? And it's giving me that feeling that there's so much going on here. And I don't want to admit the days that I'm really, really poorly. You understand, please? But it also gives me this feeling of, I wouldn't have told him when it really started neither. Because he's kept it to himself, which really I could throttle him for if you really want me to. Do you understand? Because he hasn't said at least 6 months to a year before that he was starting to feel a bit on the poorly side. And we didn't find out until later on when we could have really helped him. Do you understand, please? And I feel at the same time I want to just tell him off on your behalf because we could have done a lot more here. And as I'm saying that, there is also, again, can you take me to a Harry, also my love, separately? But I know in the family there's also the name of a Harry that comes around me because I'm being shouted at from over here. But there's also the name of a Harold also, please. And as I'm saying that, there's all these people who want to come in with him to sort of give him cheer him up a little bit, you understand? But, because I feel like he's scared to come and say, I told you so. Do you understand, please? But you also knew he weren't particularly very well. And yet he kept denying it. Do you understand? But as it comes to you, my love, it comes to the lady to you. Do you understand me, my love? But when he's talking about this bunny, who really didn't want it in the house? Do you understand me, please? Because he's making reference. So if it was him, but he didn't like all the furry animals in the house, do you understand? And I don't know if he's making reference to a cat, but he don't want them in the house neither. Do you understand me, please? Because he just said, well, you know where there's moggies to the spirit. And I have to say it like that because that's exactly how he just said it. We've got moggies up here. Yeah. And I've got to say he's spending eternity now. Even though he didn't like them, he's got them all with him. You understand, please? But he's also talking about the pictures that you've given to him when he's passed. Do you understand, please? Because he's saying, I've got everything that they've packed off with me. Because I feel like he's got a full... When they're packing me off, they've got, in my pocket, I've got some pictures. Do you understand, please? And he says, and there's also a letter there, do you understand? Because I know it's in you, sweet, but he's just saying, but she wrote me the most beautiful words, but then she feels awful because she couldn't say it to me, and yet she cried with me, do you understand? But he's also making reference to, either somebody had to read the eulogy, do you understand me, please? Because again, we couldn't have done that, but he was also giving you that feeling, and when I was saying before, that when spirit come in, they give you that feeling of, like there's a cobweb on your face, which you have felt, but also, sweetheart, you've also felt about. When they come in rather close, it's like they've got nits. It's like all of a sudden you feel lousy. You know you haven't got nits, but they do like to give you that feeling because your head starts itching. But as I'm saying that, you was also sat on the settee in the front room, because there's the window there, do you understand me, please? And there's a settee here, and there's the telly over there, do you understand? And you felt like there was this feeling of, ooh, you know when you get the heebie-jeebies down your spine, but you get it quite regular, sweetheart. And as I'm saying, and he comes in, and he more or less comes through the door, because there's a few times you've gone to the front door thinking there was somebody ringing. Do you understand, please? He says, tell him it's me, not to be worried. And you thought there was someone ringing about 2 in the morning, do you understand, please? He said, they keep coming down, opening the door. He says, but I love pressing the bell and knocking and letting them know I'm coming. Do you understand? So he's coming and going, ding dong, it's me! As he walks right through the door. You're running down, opening and going, oh, And the kid's up the street. But anyway, he comes in, but this is, again, that happened. In fact, Wednesday, you were sat on this settee when you thought somebody walked right past you. Yeah. Because he just walked in and just went, all right, I'll come and sit with you. And as he comes and sits down, and he's actually sat chit-chatting to you, and you're sat there going, ooh, can I feel that weird here? You understand, please? But as I'm saying that, he's laughing his head off, he's got such a dry sense of humour, do you understand? And yet he's just said to me, could I have a wee drink with you? Do you understand, please? So I know that he would have enjoyed a good pint of bitter. Do you understand? Because he's just literally said, I'll have a pint of bitter and I can't stick bitter, but I'm going to drink it with him anyway. Oh. As I bring the pint of bitter to you, do you understand why he bring me a Dubonnet and lemonade? Either it's the first drink you would have had with him, or like it's the Dubonnet's like cherry beet to me. Do you understand, please?
Baby shark.
That'll do, mate. He's just showing me that funny glasses that you put on me, like Dubonnet and all that. But there's a cherry in it. He's shown me a cherry in it, and he's actually bought it for you. And you've spat it out because you're not one to be drinking. Right, thank you. So you've gone like that in order for him to chat you up. But obviously, as they all do, they buy you a drink and think you're a cheap date. Do you understand, please? But as he does so, you've gone, oh, not even that. I'll have half a shandy. Do you understand? Because remember, go mad as she knows I'm drunk. Yes, but he's also giving me. Do you have rather large feet, sweetheart, please? No. Who in the family has got huge feet? I'm talking about, he looks...
About size 8?
Oh, no, bigger. Who can take me to like big, huge feet? There and there, somebody else can.
Yeah.
Like a size 12. Right, I'll go there, and you can, sweet. Say yes to me.
Yes.
Right, let's bring my next link over there. I've got these huge feet, they're like clown feet as they come in. You know, in my Bart Simpson. Like, inside Show Bob or whatever. I feel like I've got big, huge feet like that. But as I go to leave you, sweetheart, I have to say to you, oh, can you take me to a Dennis, also, my love, please? Either a Derek or a Dennis? Right, thank you. And he just said to me, I can't quite hear you. So there's obviously going to be something about somebody's hearing also. Do you understand, please? As I go to leave you, you're not thinking of getting a tattoo, are you, sweet? No, I'm looking at you, my love. Who's thinking of getting the lady in the pink there, or this girl, one of you ladies here is thinking of getting tattoo. And you understand why I'm having difficulty talking? Right, thank you, sweet. As I go to leave these ladies, I'm going to say, do you understand how much he really does love you? Do you understand? And you both of you must remember that, because he's never any far away. Does that make sense? May I leave you in the love of spirit and say thank you to you? Can I come to you, my dove? I will come to you also.